This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our fans for your support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
Blue, they're still trying to work their way in. You see Ben Kennedy there in the 33. He's in.
Oh, William Byron into the outside wall.
Correct. Rear clip, stay up there. 5-4.
Five-time winner this season, William Byron, our championship points leader coming into the race, was running 11th, and he got up into the wall. They said this race was like a dress rehearsal for the chase. Not the way they want the chase to go, that's for sure.
Not typical for this team. He's only not finished one race this year, and that's because he blew an engine at Atlanta. Just exactly what you were talking about, Michael, down on the inside of the 41 of Ben Rhodes and got loose.
This guy's won 5 races this year. He's a rookie, but he's done an amazing job. That's going to be something we're going to watch all night, Phil. These guys, especially when it gets down to crunch time, they get on the inside of other trucks that they're just really a handful, and you can see one of the best out there hard into the outside wall.
Heavy damage to that Kyle Busch Motorsports machine, and William Byron, the 18-year-old rookie, takes it to the garage.
Of leaders, he's got the Weber.com truck. You can go to Weber Grill downtown and eat if you like. So great seeing the local companies and a national company like Weber here involved.
Caution clock expires.
You might wonder why the 9 is back on the track, locked into the chase. I think that was just crash repair damage practice. You know, they need to know how to fix that thing in a hurry. Points can come into play in a big way in our chase, and that's just some good practice. He hadn't made many mistakes this year.
It's another opportunity to work on him.
Here's why we're under caution for the second time tonight. It's the 9 truck of William Byron into the wall. They repaired the truck 40 laps off track and then repaired it and brought him back out, and then you'll see him on board here, the 29 of Reddick. Saw Byron into the wall.
Well, guys, we're hearing that the 00 was speeding on pit road. Will have to serve a penalty, go to the back of the tail end for speeding on pit road.
Too late to make a mistake now.
Oh,
Phil.
wow.
Can't overcome.
One more pit stop now. The caution clock will run out before the 20 to go, where we will turn it off.
And now we've got a caution. Contact. That's the 71 sliding through the infield. That's Josh Berry.
Josh had done a nice job, Phil, remaining on the
leaders in the middle of 3 and 4.
He remained on the lead lap, running strong in that truck. He was 19th spot.
He's going to stay on the lead lap too. He did a nice job keeping that truck rolling down pit road.
Late model champion for Dale Jr. Great racer, and he's proven that if he gets a chance in the trucks, he can get the job done, running solidly up in the top 20 by finish.
Yeah, you see the 71. Not sure what started that, but did come through the grass, and as you said, fortunate no contact. Doesn't look to be any significant. 4 fresh tires. The 33 of Kennedy and the 51 of Suarez took fuel only on that last stop, and they're no match for the 18. Kyle Busch to the lead. Oh, and a spinner. Kennedy got contact from the 21 of Sauter.
Stay with it. Stay with it.
Big crash.
Stay with it. All right, guys, we're wrecked here. Hang on, Ben. They're still coming. Hold the steering wheel tight. Hold tight.
Ben Kennedy already locked into the chase. Fortunately, because his truck has heavy damage.
Got us there, I mean.
Yeah, contact from his teammate, Johnny Sauter. Certainly wasn't intentional, I'm sure.
Wow, but that's a tough break there to get hit in the back by your teammate.
Look at all the damage to Matt Crafton's Toyota.
Happens here. There's Sauter, the 21.
I think Johnny just gets a little bit loose and
moves up just a little bit, just a slight bit. You can barely see a mark on the side of that 33 truck. Ben does a great job. If he didn't have any other vehicles, he probably would have been okay, would have saved it. Ben Rhodes came along with nowhere to go, made contact, turned him around. You see the damage that Crafton got. And how about Reddick just barely getting by?
Yeah, a couple of chase contenders, John West Townley and also the 23 of Spencer Gallagher also narrowly escaped.
Yeah, Townley has to just take evasive actions to the bottom. You can see nails the gas, keeps it low, and drives barely past Ben Kennedy. And then Ben Rhodes turns Kennedy back up into the track, and a great job by the 29 truck of Tyler Reddick as well. I just hope he didn't jump too soon, Phil. That was really close. You can't pass like that until you cross the line, and he was on the edge of it. Didn't He didn't gain a spot.
Townley's going to slide up in front of him. How about Suarez with a lead?
Suarez leads Kyle Busch, Johnny Sauter right there in third, and John West Townley fourth. Spencer Gallagher and Custer get into it, and there's Enfinger getting the end result.
Big damage for the 00 of Cole Custer.
Hear me. Hit roll. Hit roll.
Custer's truck is smoking from a tire rub.
Unfortunate for Custer. One of those drivers needing to win to get in.
He's going to have to come to pit road.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it looks like that left rear
Hit
tire.
pit road here. Hit pit road.
You can see where the quarter panel behind the tire has been in.
They were battling for the 5th position, and it looked.
23.
Yeah, he loses his nose. That's the aero dependency that he loses. And then Custer makes a move to the inside, and Enfinger was there. Great heads-up drive by Custer not to run over the top of Gallagher, but unfortunately, Grant Enfinger was right there racing with him.
So again, that could find out.
We're going to find out at about 170 miles an hour.
Custer currently lined up in that 6th position. That'll be Spencer Gallagher on his inside.
If I'm Matt Tift, who's right behind him in the 11 truck, I'm going to try to get to the inside as quick as I can.
I bet you every spotter on that roof is warning people about the 00 truck right now. That was a significant tire rub.
Pace car is off. Daniel Suarez and Kyle Busch on the front row. Back to racing at Chicagoland. 27 laps to go. Busch and Suarez side by side. Kyle's won 45 times in this series. Suarez has never won a Truck Series race.
There's that tire rub again.
Yeah, Custer smoking bad. Custer's got his nose right up in there as Sauter now comes up to go side by side with the 00.
It won't make it another lap, Phil.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be anywhere around that truck right now.
You don't have a choice, though. You've got to go right now.
Townley right up behind the 00 of Custer.
I think that's the tire going down.
Caution is out.
Wow, he got lucky there because that tire was going flat.
Caution's out.
Got some contact in turn 2. And as you said, Cole Custer maybe dodged a bullet. Wow.
That's putting it all on the line, isn't it, Phil?
Yeah.
He felt like his best chance to race into the chase was to stay out.
Up to 0.4 of a second now. As you look at the battle between Custer and Enfinger.
Looked like Rico had an unscheduled pit stop, a little bit hot on the entry. I don't know if he was able to get it slowed down or if he was speeding or not. A little bit of damage on the right rear. Look at Johnny Sauter. Like he kind of pushed up the track and racing side by side with his teammate.
That's for 9th and 10th. Caution is out, the 44 of Tommy Joe Martins.
That's a shame. Tommy Joe was running in the 14th position. Somebody wrecked him. I think he said Suarez just wrecked us.
Heavy damage there on the 44. Martins was right there at 14th and Suarez 15th, right in that area. So those two drivers running near one another and heavy damage for the 44.
Yeah, top 15 would have been a great effort for this team here.
You could see maybe Suarez gets loose on the inside of the 44, pushes him up the track.
A lot of damage to Tommy Joe Martin's truck.
That's a solid run for that team, too. That's a shame. Have it taken away inside 20 to go.
Brings out the caution for the 8th time tonight.
That's what a lot of these drivers feel. I think they win a championship, can change your whole world.
Kyle Busch on the inside. Cameron Haley on the outside. Back to racing. 8 laps to go in the regular season finale.
Watch Hemrick. He's just going to be content to shove Kyle Busch by Haley. It's as good for Daniel Hemrick if Kyle Busch wins. Way better than Cameron Haley.
Haley sits 3rd. Tyler Reddick 4th, and there's John West Townley in that yellow 05. He has shown speed, started on the front row here tonight.
You can see Spencer Gallagher also pushing ahead. Here comes Cole Custer, the guy that won't go away, onto the apron, trying to pass those two.
Custer fighting for everything. He's been down and we've thought out on multiple occasions tonight, and he continues to dig. Custer trying to get 7.
Remember, he has some fresh left side tires. Cameron Haley takes back over second from the 19 of Hemrick.
No question that Toyota of Cameron Haley has great speed. Can he catch Kyle Busch?
Look at John West Townley. He goes around Reddick. Reddick fights back on the outside.
6 laps to go. Oh! Reddick gets into the back end of John West Townley, and Townley is into the wall. Caution is out.
Lock it down there, bud. Lock it down. Lock it down. Lock.
And John West Townley's chase hopes come to an end.
Really hard.
Got to your quarter panel, bud. Just nudged you.
Really hard racing with Tyler Reddick.
It'd be interesting to.
29.
It's got to be a hard place to spot, Phil. You know, the spotters on the roof, the truck's right there on the inside. They were battling for the 4th position. Look at the damage on the 29. Well, that left front now matches his right rear.
Yeah, not going to have time to fix that 29 truck. See, he was trying to work him on the outside, as Michael was talking about. I think John West thought he was clear and went to move up to the racetrack to get his entrance into turn 1 right. And at this late stages of the race, Reddick wasn't going to back off.
No, you can see John West had him run way up the track. Nothing wrong with that. But don't expect the 29 truck of Reddick to let off the gas. We're past that stage of the race.
One of those drivers up front there, for instance, Cameron Haley, who will do this restart on the front row. If he should happen to win, well, he's going to make the chase, and Peters gets knocked out. Kyle Busch with this restart on the inside, Haley on the outside. It's NASCAR overtime at Chicagoland.
They're formed up nicely on that outside line. A big push, but then Reddick breaks to the inside.
Hemrick to second. Here comes Christopher Bell around the outside trying to make something happen.
Gallagher on the inside in the 23.
Kyle Busch leads. They've passed the overtime line. The white flag will be coming out next, but if we get a caution, it's over. Here comes Kyle through turn 4 to get the white flag.
He has a bit of a buffer. He's got Daniel Hemrick behind him.
1 lap to go, the final lap at Chicagoland Speedway. Hemrick taking a look on Kyle Busch.
Remember, Hemrick's in the chase. He's going for the win.
He's going to draft up on the back of Busch as they enter the turn 3.
If Hemrick and Busch get side by side, can Haley pounce and go from 3rd to 1st? Coming through turn 4, the yellow is out, and it will be Kyle Busch winning at Chicagoland Speedway.
Contact KB. Thank you, sir.
The 98 of Rico Abreu spun, and that brought out the caution.
Appreciate everyone's work at KBMO. You guys do good
And
stuff. Thanks.
Kyle Busch will win for the 46th time in his NASCAR Camping World Truck Series career. Daniel Hemrick second, and Cameron Haley gave it a heck of a run. Will finish 3rd.
You could see the look on Eddie Dracona's face, the dejection for the crew chief of Cameron Haley.
What a great run by Hemrick late in the going, and that win by Kyle Busch ensures Timothy Peters into our chase. And so that look of frustration on Draconis's face is replaced by all the guys that work on Timothy Peters' truck, because they were able to rally from a couple laps down, finish inside the top 10. They're ready to go chase racing.
A career best 2nd place for Daniel Hemrick. Certainly gives him some nice momentum rolling into the chase. But for Cameron Haley, so close and yet so far. 3rd place for Haley. Never really got that chance to make that final run at Kyle the way he'd hoped after that final restart.
There was fireworks on the track. Now there's fireworks above the track.
168th time that Kyle Busch has gone to victory lane in one of the 3 major series of NASCAR. So he's used to doing these burnouts.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our fans for your support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.